Oh, hello. You would like to know what I've recently found in my travels? Well, I would love to tell you. Stay tuned. Hi, vintage friends. I want to tell you about some of my latest finds from thrift stores, Facebook Marketplace, and an antique mall. I found a lot of things to add to my collections. And the first collection that I bought something for is people in these portraits sitting on the moon, paper moons. And these photos were usually taken between the late 1800s and the 1940s. And they were done at carnivals, fairs, and in portrait studios. And I collect these photos. So I found this at an antique mall. First thing. I got the paper moon portrait for 50 cents. It was in a big pile of photographs, so I really lucked out. So they're priced between $25 and $250. It just depends on the quality of the portrait. So I would say this portrait is probably worth closer to $25. The next thing I found is this brooch by the company called Weiss. And it's crystals and rhinestones. It's rather dazzling. And I collect brooches. It's gonna be pretty. The Weiss brooch is valued between $50 and $120. There are a few on the market. I haven't seen the exact same brooch, so I'm going to guess the value is about $60 to $80. Next thing, I found 3 of these. They're called Even Flow Pyrex glass baby bottle. And this one is a Pyrex glass baby bottle. And these are from the 1940s or 50s. And I'm going to use them as bud vases. So I got 6 in total. Just crazy to think of giving a baby a glass bottle, but it's prior to plastics. The Pyrex baby bottles I purchased for 99 cents each at Goodwill, and they're priced individually between $10 a bottle and $25 a bottle. My next find is this pincushion chair. Now this is made out of a can, so it looks like it's about the size of a can of tomato paste. Here's the bottom of the can, and the can is cut into strips, and then it's quilled like paper to create the fancy metalwork on the chair. But I don't know if you've seen one of these before at an antique mall and known that it is made out of a can. Kind of cute, kind of cool. I purchased the can chair for $6, and you can buy it on eBay and Etsy between $6 and $25, depending on how intricate the metalwork is. My next find I'm adding to my collection of Alabaster bird baths. And this one, unfortunately, is missing all of its birds. There's little holes where the birds used to be. But that's okay, I still like it. Now I have them in varying sizes, and I put sea glass in them. I have a collection of little bits of porcelain that I find on the beach nearby. And I have one with arrowheads in it. So they're just a fun sort of vessel to hold interesting collections in. And that is an alabaster bird bath. Because my little bird bath is damaged, it's missing the little birds, it's worth only about $35. My alabaster bird baths have gone up in value, where you can purchase one of the larger ones like I have between $350 and $500. My next find is just from 2002, and it is this cake tin. And I collect cake pans, cake tins that are shaped like houses. And I'll show you some of my collection. So I will find a place in my kitchen to hang this up. The Wilton cake tin I bought at Goodwill for $2.99. Its value is only about $10. I don't know if you're like me, but my Pinterest board for fashion doesn't reflect my closet even slightly. So I have pinned very upscale, beautiful things, and living the thrifting life. I'm not finding, Chanel at thrift store. So what I would like to do is start finding things that resemble the things that I have in my Pinterest board and start dressing like the way I love. So I did find a pair of shoes at the Salvation Army. They were top dollar there. They were $36. And they are these handmade Italian spectator shoes. I think they're quite cool. So these look like something that I would have pinned. The spectator shoes I bought at the Salvation Army for $36, and they retailed for about $240. My next find are these two figurines made by an artist named Sylvia Hood from California. She was a graphic designer and an illustrator, and she made these. Now I got the pair on Facebook Marketplace for $30, and I found them on eBay, and they sell for about $60 each. So I think of them as being my son and my daughter. The boy and girl figurines I purchased for $30 for the pair, and they sell now for about $60 each on eBay. So that is it for my latest finds. I would love to know what your latest finds are. Leave a message down below and tell me what you found in your travels recently. And in the meantime, keep eclecting. Bye.